Hey guys, I'm Shan, aka Shan Berries, founder and CEO of Shades by Shan Cosmetics, 99.7 Now executive producer for Fernando and Greg, middays, and TV host. Growing up here in the Bay was definitely hyphy. Yes, I definitely love the fact that there's just such a diversity of people. You know, I had Asian friends, Black friends, Filipino friends, Latino friends, all sorts of friends that I grew up with that I'm still super close with. And I think that's what made my childhood great. Just growing up with like every different kind of culture you could imagine. And I think that's what makes the Bay so great. It was also really hard because I grew up with a single mom. My dad wasn't really in the picture, and I saw how hard it was for my mom. It really like resonated with me now, seeing, like, looking back, I'm like, wow, how did she do that? So I had a good childhood for the most part, and then high school came around. I got into a lot of trouble, ran away from home at 16. I didn't see or speak to my mom and my sister. It was really hard. Yeah, just being alone in high school, trying to get through that was difficult. I bounced around a lot. And then reunited with my mom after a year. So imagine like being 16 and like not seeing your mom. That's crazy, you know. I didn't know that I wasn't going to see her for a year. So I kind of had to start my whole life over again. And, you know, keep going to high school. I was, you know, getting in trouble all the time. I bounced around. I went from Lincoln to Galileo. Then I finished at Independence High School. I was with a boyfriend who I stayed with for a couple months, stayed at some of my best friends' houses, then ended up actually having to reach out to my dad, who I didn't have a relationship with, but I had no other choice. So that was kind of like a weird dynamic, because all of a sudden I'm like 16 and he's like, well, come move to Stockton with me. I'm like, hell no, I don't want to move to Stockton. But, you know, and it was kind of like, all right, what do I do? So I convinced him to get me like a place in the city. And so me and my friends took everything out, deep cleaned it. Like, I didn't even have a kitchen in there. It was like a bathroom, a shower, and just a room in the back of this lady's garage. And that was really hard because I went from, you know, living really comfortably at my mom's house and then literally living in these horrendous conditions. So the night I went back to my mom's house, it was like probably like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I remember getting to a fight with my high school boyfriend, and I was like, I just want to go home. Like, I don't want to, you know, I don't want to do this anymore. I just want to go home. So we pulled up kind of like a block up from our house. Like, you could see my house, but no one could see us. And I was like, no, like, he's like, we're just gonna sit here. Just take a look at your house. You don't need to go in. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I see my mom come out. And she was like in her pajamas, not even have a robe on. And she's just like looking like up and down the street, like, and this was like 3 o'clock in the morning. And literally my boyfriend was just like, now's your chance. And I busted the door open and I ran down the block. And I just remember being like, Mom, I'm home. And then she was just like, Shannon, is that you? Is that you? And then I just ran up the stairs and she just grabbed me and she was like, oh my God, what are you doing? Like, oh my God, you're home, you know? And we just, you know, we hugged each other for a long time. We stood there and then she brought me inside and we calmed down. And then finally I was like, what were you doing outside at 3 o'clock in the morning in your robe? Like, what were you doing? And she was like, I just woke up and I had that motherly instinct. Something told me to go outside and look for you. And I just did. She was like, I felt like you were coming home. And I came home.
Makeup check.
So I actually wasn't meant to do radio. I was studying international relations in college, and I was like barely passing my classes. And then I took a PR class, and my teacher, shout out Jay Stein, if you're out there, I still remember you. You changed my life. He said, "What are you doing? You're a people person. Like, you are here to have a voice and use that voice, and you should really think about changing your major." And I was like, "Squirt, what?" I'm like graduating in 2 years. I don't think I could do it. So he said, "Just look into it." And so that day I went to my counselor and I said, "Hey, like, what are the chances I could change my major?" And she goes, "Well, you're going to have to like double up on all your classes. You're going to have to do this, and that, but it's possible." And I was like, change my major. So I changed my major that day, and I chose media communications. And I started taking all these classes and then acing all my classes. Everything was like so fun. I really enjoyed it. I understood it because, girl, I don't know nothing about politics. Like, let's be real. So I actually really enjoyed it. And then as my graduation requirement, I had to get an internship. And my mom actually I don't know how she even knew how to get on Craigslist. She was on Craigslist, found an internship for $99.7 now. And she goes, "Hey, you should apply to this internship for Fernando and Greg in the morning." And I go, "Oh, I'm not good enough. I'm never going to get it. Like, no, that's so out of my league." And she goes, "Just try. Like, you never know." So my sister and my mom helped make my resume. And I sent it, and I remember vividly, I was in Vegas partying with my friends, and I get a call from a random number, and it was the producer of the morning show, and I'm like, "Hello?" He goes, "Hi, this is so-and-so from the Fernando and Greg in the morning. Like, we want to interview you for the intern position." And I'm like, "Hold up, everyone, shut up." Like, oh my God, yes. And so I went in that following week. I went in a suit. No one in radio ever wears suits. I think that was the first and last suit I ever bought or wore. And I went in, and that same day he goes, "Okay, so you're starting tomorrow at 5 a.m. Is that going to be a problem for you?" And I'm like, "Nope, I will be here." So I started as Fernando and Greg's intern. And then the day I got in, I was like, this is what I'm meant to do. This is exactly what I was put on this planet to do. I would always be on Instagram, and I see all these like influencers plugging all these makeup brands and all this stuff. And I'm like, if they can do it, like, why not? Why can't I do it and create my own? And that way I have merch that my listeners and fans can purchase. So I was like, okay, I want to start a makeup line. And my sister at the time was working in China, and she was overseas for 12 years. So she was kind of like, okay, well, are you serious about this? Because I'm looking for a change. And if you're for real, like, I will quit my job and I will help you run it. And I'm like, are you for real? And so she quit her job. We started Shades by Shan. We had no idea what it was going to be like. I didn't want to just come out with like a makeup line to come out with a makeup line. I wanted it to have a purpose. I wanted it to be impact driven. I wanted to help the community. I thought it was about time that I start getting involved in that and giving back to the people that helped me get to where I was. So we were like, okay, like, let's help out single parents in need. We were looking for charities, and we literally really couldn't find any. So we're like, okay, well, who can we donate to? There wasn't any. So we're like, you know what? We're already in this far. Why don't we start our own nonprofit organization? So we started the Shan Berries nonprofit organization, and we named it after my mom in honor of her. And the outpour of support has just been like insane. And we've been able to help out some awesome single parents through our nonprofit organization. So now you could buy Shades by Shan all across California. Right now we're at Planet Beauty stores.
We're expanding tremendously at a crazy speed. You can also find us at sbscosmetics.com. We're coming out with a whole new makeup collection. We have so many like amazing things coming up in the works that I'm super excited for you guys to check out. Oh, girl, you gonna make me cry again. I want to leave a message of love. I want to leave a message of kindness, a message in belief, a message for immigrants coming to this country like my mom, that they can do it. I saw my mom do it. And I think that if you believe in yourself and you work hard, anything can happen for you. My slay. Oh, Lord. My 3 a.m. slay, like going to the station. My slay. Definitely Marshalls because, girl, I love a good clearance rack. I think just being confident, even if you don't feel confident, fake it till you make it. Oh my God, that is my other motto. Like, girls, do you know how many times people have asked me to do things? What you do is if someone asks you to do something, you say, thank you. Someone gives you a job, you say thank you, and you don't know how to do it, then you figure it out. So I think that's my slay right there. Fake it till you make it.